Hey Internet, Orc speaking. Rotating is a term used in FPS games when you move from one large location to another. In Valorant, this is used primarily when moving from one site to another, like going from A site to B site. Now, rotating implies a large movement. You wouldn't use the term rotating if you move, let's say, from one side of the room to the other. Even though most people would still understand what you meant, that is the wrong way to use the term. Now, it's not only important to know what rotating is, but how to use it. Here's an example. Your team is on defense on bind. You have a standard 3 players on A and 2 on B. You hear enemy contact on A and you have your 2 B players rotate over to the A site. Now your opponents were faking an A hit and instead go to B site. This is what's known as over-rotating, and it's a fairly common issue that exists, embarrassingly, even at a pretty high level. Under-rotating, or more commonly known as not rotating fast enough, is the opposite problem. Going back to the example, your opponents do a fast B hit and wipe out your 2 B players. But instead of rotating, your 3 A players stay where they are and only begin rotating after the bomb is planted. Under-rotating is not as big of a fault as over-rotating because it's difficult to account for fast hits if you're not playing in a 5-stack. But it sucks for the players who have already died because they effectively died for nothing. To avoid over and under rotating, a lot of people will have what's known as an anchor, which is a player who stays behind and stays on a site. Oftentimes this is the sentinel player, but in a pinch, the anchor could be quite literally anyone. Let's go back to the first example. The enemy team fakes a utility, but instead of both B players rotating, only one will go, and the other will anchor the B site in either a sneaky position, an easy to pull out of position, or a high risk position, where they will most likely die but get at least 2 or 3 kills. Going back to the example, when the opponents begin jumping out of hookah, the anchor will get a few picks and pull off to join the team for a 5v whatever retake attempt. Now granted, these are grossly oversimplified examples. You have to also factor in how fast your opponent plays and how consistently they are doing fast hit versus fake hits. We'll get to retaking, flanking, and attacking in another video, but for now, just know that rotating, and more importantly, knowing when to rotate, is very important. If you like this video, be sure to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribing. Check out other Valorant 101 videos in the playlist, and if you guys have any suggestions for topics that you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys all next time.